Am I in? There's a wall between us. There's a wall between us. Can't get through the wall. I forgot to change this. Just let me change this up a little bit. For entertainment purposes only. Don't take anything you may see and anything you think you're learning or something that's new. Are you learning? It's something new and different. You're seeing like a magic trick. So what I do is like it's an entertainment and it's a magic trick with numbers and letters, and it's in such slow motion. You can see the transition from the letter A coming apart, turning into a D and a C, or a triangle coming apart, flipping it upside down. Now there's a space below the pathway that crosses between A and A. Either there's a place for the chicken to crow at the top of the barn, depending what are the angles of that A. How do you do it on square paper with the angles that you have chosen? We create from what has been created already, from the existence of items that have names, that have names. This is a dice cube. Is it not? Who gave this object, and I'm going to call it an object, calling it a cube. Cube having, when I'm holding it and spinning it, I'm obligating to these two. And there's two here. How many corners? There's 4 here, there's 8. I'm holding 2, so you can only go 2 and 6. There's a free 6 in between, 2 and 6. Now, you know, we sometimes see the diamond shape, but who didn't say that the diamond shape is standing up, showing the pyramid at the top and the pyramid at the bottom? How can we slice this? At what angle? We need to slice it here. I'm not really sure. Wow. Give me a second. It's just me and you, and I don't know who you are. You certainly know who I am. So this is a dice cube. But do we play with one dice cube? How many dice cubes do we play with? And how do we position? And what can we do and what can't we do? You see this over here? This is an angle showing distance. Do you see the distance in this design? Maybe I'm going to try and expand the design. I have to go get my pens. Okay. How you doing? How you doing? Entertainment purposes only. Let me see my own face. Do you know when I'm doing these videos? Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, when I'm doing these videos, I see myself. So I sort of get into the realm. I want to see myself in a certain realm. And that's why I change these colors. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just part of the, like a color commentary, this beige guy. Yeah, beige. You see the beard here? That's white. Or like gray. Sometimes in certain lights, it looks a little blue. Blue 40. I'm having some indigestion. I think my cat is outside. One second. Boy, am I dumb. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Hey, yeah, I ate really, really terrible tonight, and I paid the price for it. Not feeling it. Anyways, I don't know if you stepped in while I was doing my piece. Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm putting it up there. I just need a minute. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Little nervous, very nervous. Anyways, let me design what I started to do here. Okay. I was talking to my son tonight. He says, how does 1, 2 equal to 5, 1? How does 1 and 2 equal to 5 and 1? 1 plus 2 equals 3. 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 2 minus 3 equals 1. 1 plus 2 equals 5 and 1. That happens to be Mars. 1 and 2 is Mercury, and it is Venus. Mercury and Mars, okay, is where the moon session comes in. And Venus gets Earth and Luna. Luna, Venus, and I need to know from you, Miss Levette. I need to know from you. I need to know from you what Venus and Earth, Moon do together and how the relationship between Mercury and Mars go. Get me some retrograde, because there's everything's, you know what, you build a building brick by brick, and when you get to the top of the building, right, if you go to the center floor, that center floor would never be there if it wasn't for floor number 1, and floor number 3 wouldn't be there if it wasn't floor number 2, and if floor number 4 wouldn't be there if it wasn't for floor number 3, and etc. You know what? I need a glass of water. Just give me a second. Yeah. Wow. Sorry about that, man. I ate something for supper, and I was so hungry that I shouldn't have ate it. It was 2 eggs, pineapple, and I think too much is something, and something that you shouldn't put in your body, like lecithin. Lecithin. I put in flaxseed. I put in too much stuff. It was a big mix. It was a big mix with rice, and I ate it very quick. So maybe if I drink water, right? Hey, man. Okay, I'm trying to concentrate here. You still with me, you guys? Just give me a second. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Okay. Sickening what I ate tonight. It was just terrible. You know, had a heart attack in 2017, right? Seen that corridor. Let me tell you one thing. When you see that corridor, my friends, first, is it the imagination? That's the question. But forget about it. The vibration, the vibe, the feeling of relaxation and not caring about anything. One second. Trying to get it out of me by drinking water. Does anybody remember how we started? This is 18 minutes, but I haven't been here. Okay, so let me do this here. AB. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Either you stick around or you want me to start the video over, let me know. If you're going to be here in another 3 minutes, I have to make a phone call. I'm going to end the video and I'm going to come back because, oh no, just leave it here. Yeah. Yeah, I got a question for you. How do you make someone throw up? No. How can I make myself throw up? I think I made myself sick by something I ate. Oh my God, I made it last night. Oh, it was 2 eggs. It was 2 eggs, a little bit of meat, pineapple. I put in a lot of flaxseed, and a little lecithin, and I'm not doing good. Yeah. 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 Well, I'm throwing up. I can't digest anything. I have chest pains. Yeah, and if I don't throw up, I don't feel good. Just now, because I just ate. I just ate fast like a stupid pig. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know. I just want to know how to throw up so I can throw it out of my body. Don't give me a lesson, please.
I'm not giving you a lesson. I'm telling you very nicely that you eat well, normally. Just try to eat well.
I just need to know right now how to throw up and get it out of my body. That's it. Hot water with lemon? Okay, because I'm choking here. Okay. I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Bye. Hot water with lemon, do you agree? Wow, where's my lemon? Okay, now. Hold on a second. Cooking oil? Are you serious? Cooking oil? I'm gonna look that up. I got food lodged in my stomach. Should I drink cooking oil? Wow. Mineral oil? Well, I put a little hemp oil in it because they say hemp oil is okay. You say mineral? What day is today? Today is the April 29th. April 29th. 90. Check this out. April 29th. What is the day of the year? April 1st was the 91st day. Church spirit. Spirit of 76. Spirit of JS, Jack of Spades. 5245 through the foxhole in the sun. Spade 45. Jack 25. 25 and 45. 25 and 45 is 70. The gateway of the spirit is 76, and the equation even talks for itself. The equation talks for itself. 45 fox, 55 pass, 25 jack, equals to a total of 70 JF. Jack Fox. Or it could be JS as Jack's son. Oh, but that wouldn't be the same equation. That would be 54 and 25. And that would be 79. And that would be Jack's son. So to get away for the birth. Now, since we had 70 over here, all zeros equals 6. It becomes 70 becomes 76. So we had 91. 1 plus 9, 1 times 9 equaling to 10 equaling to 9 equaling to G. GG. 10909. 1669. This would be 76. 9 and 6, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 1 is 7. 76. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1 equals 76. So they become the same thing, 61 and 91. You end up with the same result, 152. 512. Bring you back to 512 right over here, the memory card. Mars 51, Earth 52. This becomes 1 and 3. How do we create this? We create it like that. So you can look at 1, 2, 1. And over here you can look at it as 1, 2, 2. Because this will recreate this and this will recreate that. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. 11, 11. And then one more than 11, 11. What level? What is pi? What is pi doing? Pi is telling a story. So I'm just going to show you some of these designs over here. I can't go this way and this way at the same time. If this is on a spit, it's going to turn this way. It can't turn this way unless it's inside. Unless it's inside. Whoop. Another realm. And these, you see these lines I did? These lines, I should have did them the same way. The reflections of each other. And you got to go this way, up this way, and out that way. Because if you keep going just that way, you're just going to go around the world. If you go up that way, you're going to go around the world. So you got to go this way, you got to go this way, and then onto the other world and go onto the, what do you want to call it? The duplicate world. Can you see the dimension? So if I want to finish this image over here, I would finish the image here. I would draw this, and then I would draw this, and I would draw this here. And then I would take my book and I would turn it. And I'd go, You get one there, get a line over there, get a line over here. And I can go this way if I want on this one. You know what I'm saying? I can look at the building this way as we're looking at it from the side, right? See, like we're looking at the side and there's a flag at the top of the building. Look at that. Now you can see it linear, right? You can see it going across the flag. And maybe if I just drew this down here, you would see that it's, or what if I put a really fainted line? You can see that it's coming down, right? But what if I drew actually the lines the same way? Drew the lines. Now you're seeing the corner of two parts of a building rather than just the side of a building. Now you have this, looks like this X on this special angle over here, in which it is on a special angle. It's the same X that's over here. And not only is it over there, but it's also found in this 45-degree Star of David. Whoop. And it's found right over here. See the angle that this is on? See the depth it's showing you depth. So everything is showing you depth and a different kind of angle to a building. I can't just pick them out. There's sometimes I could, like this one sticking right at us, and this one over here. If I would have just drawn the lines like that, we'd see the building here and here, but here and here, and you'd see all the two sides of the buildings, right? And then what would be over here? What would be over there? I'm just trying to figure out. Oh my God, look, you can almost see down, right? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, you can see all the way down inside of it, can't you? Inside the building. Anyways, there was something I was thinking of today, and it was this. You tell me. You tell me. I put a point over here and call it 1. I put a point over here and call it 2. When 1 goes over to 2, they become 3. But if this one goes over to here, it's only 1 move. So we have to build our structure. I'm just building the structure. So when this one goes over to here, I'm just, you see, because it takes 4 of them, right, for the completion of this box, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But in order to go around and come home, the quickest route, okay, would be from here to here to here. So from 1 to 2, okay, 1, 2, and 1, okay, is 3. And then it goes over to 3 over here, because I've been talking about something else before. And it goes over to 3 over here, and you got 1 plus 2 equals 3, plus 3 equals 6. So by the time you get here, you actually have 6. Now you go back home, and that's plus 4. So you had 6 to make these moves, and it took you 1.5. What was it? What is the percentage less than this to equal this? 6 times 6 times what? 6 times what? I don't have got a calculator, thank God. 6 times 6.66 equals 39.96. 6.6667 equals, no, 6 times 6.667 equals, okay, no, so it's actually 666, which equals to 6.66 times 6 equals 39.96, and that actually works into one of my programs. We can talk about it, because don't forget, this can also be 39/36, and we're not going to go into the letters right now. And the other one is 9669. So there's no change. So it becomes 54 and 15 equaling to 69. 54 minus 15 equals to 39. Okay. Isn't that funny? How the numbers come back to reflect each other. This is 9 times 6 equals 54. 9 plus 6 equals 15. So does this say anything to you? Do you know what I'm actually doing? Does anybody? Hi, Robin. Lead Ford. I thought that was lead foot at the beginning, and sometimes I think of Hefford. You know. Yeah. So humble like Bumble, right? 9 times 6. So this is this equation over here. Okay, this is what it builds up. So we see how 96 reflected back to 69, which is the reverse, and over to 39, over to 39 over here. What is my 36? Why did I mark 36? Oh, yes, the flip side of that was 36. Okay. So this, I mean, we can use this as, say a lot about this, but I don't want to. I want to get back to my main equation. What is the distance? And I'm going to just make it on a big line. I don't want to have all these lines. This is one single block. What? Okay. What is the distance between here and here? And here and here? So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, it was 1 block. I'm here. 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 6 blocks. 6 blocks. So, in all actuality, I can't even take a block because the reality is this is a block. 1 block, 2 blocks, and I'm only to a partial block and an impartial block. So there would have to be a calculation for what each block value is in order to better understand this design. Would you like me to try and figure out? But before I even get into that, and I hope I don't forget because I want to remember so I can share it with you to show you the truth of what this reality does. Hold on a second. I just grab my toe in the speaker. Oh, and give me a second. I gotta call my friend back and tell her I'm okay. Okay, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Water, lemon, put a little hemp oil in it. I don't know. I'm spilling it out. I'm making another one. Okay, I'm in the midst of doing a video. Thank you very much for giving me that resume about me. I call her because I'm dying. She's starting to tell me stories. Yes, I know, but what for that situation, that's not where we were at. I was dying. I needed help. That's it. Oh, it was terrible. Oh, I was stuck. The food was stuck in my throat. It was like it was like another 10 minutes of that. What? Yes, it definitely did. Okay, gotta let you go because I'm live online with some of the bye. Thanks. I don't want to say it. So we're going to go back to this equation. Okay, we're going to go back to this equation over here. And in this equation, I mean, before we get to that equation, is what is that size different in math? How does that work? So if I actually get to here in 6, then what is this road back? What is this road back? Because what is that distance more? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 times 1 point what? Because it's the one angle and it's the point that's after. That's the extra. We don't care about the number before the point. Add them all up. It doesn't matter. Add them up to 2 digits. Add them up. Give me the total. Give me 3 digits, 2 digits, 1 digit. That's all I want to know, because I know when you get the 3 digits, right? Let's say the highest is 27. That's the highest you're going to get. You're never going to get higher than 27. Third level, okay, the high is 27. So if that high is 27, you have A through Z and Z through A, and you've got 27, and you got 27. Y? And that is 25. 27 and 25 match up, equaling to 52, planet Earth. Of the red sun, win a big red sun. They call it Nibiru, which is number 73, which is obviously created, okay, by 17 and 27, equaling to 44. Area 25, space 44, equaling to 69 in rotation. In rotation of what? 44 and 47, equaling to 91, the spirit of time. day, gate, night, hate. Day, gate, night, hate. The gate, night, hate. What is this telling you? Is this, what language is it? The gate, night, hate. What is it telling you? Because the day is 4 times 4 equaling to the 16 hours of the day. 1 plus 6 equals to 7 and 6. If you're multiplying it and adding it, equaling to 13. Holy moly, add a 0 in there because you did the whole mathematics. You did the complete mathematics, add a 0, add it in between, and that becomes your Mercury. So this is your 17 and 27. This is Q, and this is Y. This will create your G. Anyways, forget about that math. 4 plus 4 equals to 8. 4 plus 4 equals to 8. So you have the day of 16 hours and the night of 8 hours. The night is the passing, the interstate, because it shows me right here, 0880. This is the house planet, planet of the cats, planet of the cats. Cats, or in French, quatre, equaling to planet of 4. Why is it planet of 4? Maybe it's planet of B4. I don't know. There was something else that was on my mind. A couple of things. I'm hoping they're going to show up in a prior page or something. But I do want to get back to this. So once you get to here, when you return here, when 4 returns to 1, on 1 you go on your greatest distance. Your distance is at C6. Okay, it's not CB. And what is the difference between CB and C6? Or actually, it can be B3 if you want. And that reason is because A plus B, okay, creates C, which is 3. A plus B equals 3. And it equals 3 in the B position. And it equals 6 in the C position. And it equals to 10 in the D position. 10 equaling to J, JD, Jada, Jada. So now you went all the way around, you cut right through the Monopoly board. And if this was the Monopoly board, the game of life, then the Monopoly board is 20 by 20. What would it be like? And will I have to count the entire squares? Because I can't count half squares. I can't count half squares, so I have to count all the squares on this side. Or if it's the other way, I have to count all the squares on the other side. Have you ever seen this stitching before? Do you follow where I'm going, what I'm doing over here? I'm bringing 4 all the way home. It's a straight run line between this side and this side of this area. But now we're just counting straight lines, okay? So in straight lines, A went to B, and A plus B is 3C. B went over to C. So A plus B equals C3, and C3 equals to 6. So when we get here, we are at the greatest distance. And when you take this dice cube, the greatest distance between one side and the other is 1 and 6. And everything I'm going to talk about, I must find somewhere else on this planet. And more notably, something that's very popular, like a dice cube. I want to know, do you think these are popular in the world? What do you think? You think they use these in the casinos? Well, not these, but what about this? If I open the backgammon game, you think I'd find one of these? Huh? You think these work on a backgammon game? You think they're telling me something? Are they telling me about the night, which is opposite of the day? Looks like 91 to spirit to me. Are they going to tell me What is number 2? The cat. The 2 and the 4 are opposites. So what does that mean about the cat? The 2 and the 4 are opposites. So is it telling me about this? Because this, right, is the opposite to this. So if the 2 and the 4 are opposites, you now put them together, and it's talking about the 2, 4. The 2 and 2 coming together is 4. Or how about I'm just looking for where 1 and 3 comes in, because this is the 1 and these are the 3. This is the 1 and these are the 3. So is this what we're going to do? And we're going to leave everything else out there? Now I have to cap it off on the other side. Do I or don't I? So we would end up with that over there. So, and would it be this one here? And would there be its own over here doing that? And now we connect these two together. On this side, they're connected together. And on that side, they're connected together. On one side, it looks like 3. On the other side, it looks like E. But you put them together, to me, it just looks like number 8, or digital dots, the digital dots of time. Connect the two and balance them together. Curve them out a little bit. And we have a beautiful looking planet Earth, filled up with a little bit of sand down by the oceans on each side, with 3 different time zones in the world. And don't forget, all of this will be extensions, right? With the 2 polars on each side and maybe some of the mountains. So we ended up, do you follow what we did with this design? We're going to do it nice and simple now. Don't want to mix anything up. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Plus 3 equals 6, C. Now we got to go all the way back, and that is going to be line number D. And D is 4. 6 plus 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and 4 went home to 1. So that's why it was before. After, 2, and before. 1 and 3 come together. And 1 and 2 come together. The male and the female make up DC. The 777 even tells you about it. Mathematically, 777 is everything you want to know. And not much that I do know, other than what I know momentarily for the meantime, right now, nothing before. I never won't know it, and I'll forget it. And maybe if you remind me, I'll write it down again, and maybe I'll think about it, and just know that that's number 7. And that's another 7, and that's another 7. And this is the multiple sign, and this is for a multiply, add, subtract. At the same time, we need to know what else you can add, multiply, and subtract. All the meanings of adding, multiplying, and subtracting. I take this in basic logical, logiciel knowledge. Almost like if you say it to me and I write something down, Google's got to know it also. If I know something more than Google, no, I don't even want to say that. Google knows everything that I know. In fact, Google knows everything that I know and more, and everything that I'm ever going to think of in the future, Google already knows. It knows how to add, to multiply, and to subtract. It even knows how to divide. Everything in their own individual area. 7 times 7 times 7 equals to 343. CDC. In a digital logiciel, which is the computer-based motherboard, okay, it has an exactitude. Or am I wrong? Is this a molecule that can intertwine with each other, or do they have to extend into other sites to find the information? How is the information stored? Is it stored in a jelly, like in an ocean? Because that's where you would have to store it. If you really want it quick and you always want it to be there, then you have to store everything in the ocean, everything with a number. And the minute I say something, it goes into the ocean and it connects everything with me and everybody else around the world at the ocean's pass. Where is that ocean? You mean you have to be under the water? No. You are living in the ocean. The area, space of the area, place you occupy at the moment, and the ocean is around you. The ocean of what? Of whatever it is. I'm not a scientist to give it a name. I just know it's there, and so do you. And I know that you know it's there, because if I did this to you, you tell me that the wind ain't blowing, and you say the word wind, and I go, what's that? I was fanning. I wasn't winding. No, but through the fan, I created the wind. Oh, you made up a name, wind, but there's nothing between us. So how can I make any wind? Must have been a windfall. It's falling on you. My arm was hurting from fanning. So when you're fanning, are you hitting or you're missing? Well, if it's baseball and you fanned on the third strike, well, it wasn't a strike to begin with. It was only a ball. How did a ball turn into a strike? Because it hit the bullseye or somewhere around in the bullseye. So many stories can come out of one little story. I don't even know where we are. Somebody back me up. 17th century board game by Thomas Hobbes. I'm going to look that up. Hobbes' board game of life, the life of man, solidarity, the game of life, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. You know what? If you do not see all ends of the stick, and just some of them you need to only imagine isn't enough. You know, certain things I just don't want to see. But if I can feel the life of what it is, then maybe I'll know better never to be in that situation. But at the end result of any situation you will ever get in your life is the departure and the exit of that life. So you should know before the end and exit of that life in the entertainment world, because that's what this is all about. Only entertainment. It is the A and E of entertainments. It is the world of everything. And I have to write that down. WORLD. I was looking at some words today, and the words were like more than just words. Because I didn't look at the word world. I'm looking at each letter. Just write it out. Just look at the letters. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. I did want to finish with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're not going to use, and when I make a dot like this, right, should that dot be the center of its own zone? And what's the difference between this and this? Do you know what the difference between X and O is? Right? Would you call this the O? Because I'm going to show you something new. Something old. You can call it what you want. The only way to create connecting arms inside of this box is this way. To be exact, I'm going from corner to corner. And this makes an exact 4 and 1. An exact. If I just do it like this, I am creating a perfect 2 and 1. But now you need to measure. This is measured. This is not measured. Not measured for center, but there is a center between 2 points. At each point, there is a center. The X and the O, the X, and let's say we're just going to create the O this way, right? You know already this is your octagon. The only way you can boom, boom, just by striking this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is your octagon, the basis of the octagon. Here's your X and your O, your 24th and your 15th letter. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Their reverse is the 12th letter, L. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 1 times 2 equals 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now, the reason I continued on with this one is because we spoke before when we began that 1 and 5, okay, that 1 and 5 was created from 1 and 2, and now the reverse of 1 and 5 is 1 and 2 as the L letter. So we have LO that come together. The equation here is 2 minus 3 equals to 1. There's that equation again that comes together. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 8. 1 times 5 equals to 5. And this is the student of Mars. This 23 and 15, or 32 and 51, are exactly alike. 3 times 2 equals 6. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 5 times 1 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Freedom. From my day and age, although the numeric value of freedom is 66, the freedom you get is 55, and it all stems from number 16, and that is your day and your gateway. And that is how it all began, from your A1 to B2 equaling to 3, C3 plus 3 equaling to 6F, 6F across from A. When you return back to A, that is your fourth move, 4D equaling to 10J. And this is where birth in the sun came in. There's another way to do this equation where I can start at a point that's over here on this equation, and this can be my 1, okay, that goes right up to the top, and then it splits here, and then it splits here, and this can be B and B, and this would be C splitting. So anyways, there's an equation for this. I have to figure out exactly what it is. We didn't do the reverse of my 24 is actually 0.3. Okay, now when I see 0.3, I'd like to revert to 63 because I don't really know what to do with this. And sometimes I'll go 1, 5, and 3. And the reason I'll go 1, 5, and 3 now, I'm just thinking right now is because how in the world, what am I going to do with the O? Well, the O, okay, equals to the 15th letter. So I just go ahead and I put number 15 over here. And then this says ace. So you're showing me that where the house planet reverse is the ace, Mars Electric Company. And they replaced, instead of the center, which would normally be for me if it was a 0, see, as in Mercury, it's a 0, 103. Here it's 153. And I'm asking myself a question. Can I replace the 0 with a 5 or a 6? And I have to think about it because remember, 5 takes everything. Let's say this is 1 and this is 6. 5 will make this look like 3. Actually, that's not what I was looking for. This will look like 3.5. 3, because 5 times 6 is 30. 3 plus 0 is 3. and then the 5, so 3.5. So if I go 1 plus 2.5 equals 3.5. 6 minus 2.5 equals 3.5. So this is Earth. This one is Earth. Okay. The 135 is your ace. Okay. It is the man. It is the first time you got into the teens at 13 is the first time. It's also the church spirit. When you add 1 through 13, it equals to 91, and this becomes 61. I don't have, oh yeah, I do. Okay. I'm not going to put that in yet. There's just so much going on, and I don't know if I'm losing anybody. What did I just mark here? It was 61 or wow, just oh yes. 61 or 91, which is the spirit of 76, by the way. We were talking about 3 and 4 and number 7. I got a little lost. Let me get back to this. Okay, so we see this answer over here. Now, should we do something with this? Because this will turn into number 19 at one point. It'll also turn into number 10 and number 36. 3 times 4 times 3. 3 by 4, 12. Times 3 equals 36. 3 plus 4 plus 3 equals to 10. The 34 is a creation from 13, which recreates 12 and 7 equaling to 19. The reason I go quick is because it's just a math. It just is what it is. I would stop if you ask the question. We live in the X and the O. Yeah, that's exactly right. We live in the X and the O, and that's why we love. Here is the X living in the O. And then here is the O. Which one is living in what? This is a square. What's this? Is this a diamond? What is that? I really want to know, because I do know that this is 1/4 of one whole, right? Because this here, okay, is one whole. It's touching the half. It's the whole of the whole. So these is 4 of these. So what is this? Is this the inside of the donut? See, I bet you somebody's laughing at me right now and saying, I know what it is. That's the red eye. Because in darts, that would be the red area, right? But no, this one would be the red area, because this is taking up its own entity. It has no other entity. Everything around it, okay, or everything around it, okay, is the green area. The heart of this is 50 and 25, green, 49, red, 27. The total is 76. And the total here is 75. That's your moon. 12 and 13. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you are no longer a girl. You are 12. You are no longer a boy. You are a man. You are 13. The bar mitzvah. Just to know the name, there's a whole story going on inside of here, where the beta angel resident came to the 1,000 islands. He had a mitzvah, a mit, intermittent, mit, me, my, 139, 49. He had a green entry. He had a green entry into 8. 8 green. 7 and 18 and 5 and 5 and 14. 25, 35, 45, 49. 5 and 9 and 7 and 8 and 20. 28, 35, 44, 49. So that's what they are. And their equation is 36 and 13. I forget there's so many things that I'm missing here because all these numbers bring other equations together and tell us other stories. Va means to go. To go. Go and enjoy. Anyways, but let's get back to the end of this video at 777. Okay, when you add them together, okay, it's 21. 21 is the cube. And plus 343, and it is also the letter U. So it's C, D, C, U. Can we find something with this DCU, CUD? This is very important. It can also be, there can also be an exchange. They could have minused it. If you add it, it becomes 364 or 13 times 28 cycle of the moon. There's 1.25 days remain. And that is for the 512 memory disk. Okay, and it can be noted as 1024, which is 6 times 4, 6 plus 4. And where this comes into the equation is where A, B, C comes in. A plus B plus C equals 6 equals 3 equals 1. And then when this one goes all the way home, right? The thing is, once you're going home, you have to use your half of the board. Did I get that right? You have to, you have to use your half of the board. Did you follow what I'm saying? Your half of the board. And at the same time, this is starting to look like the Canadian 10-cent piece. So over here, when C goes back to A, right? Or does it extend to A? It becomes D10. C plus D4 equals 10J. And this is the real way to go all the way around. I don't know why I said we go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. That's the way I did it the first time. 1 to 2 equals 3, plus 3 equals to 6, plus 4 takes me back home. So it was shorter to go back home than it was to go over to C. And over to C. So I guess if we went over to C, this would be my sailboat, right? Now my next question is this would be the point over here. So what would be the departure point? And now I'm thinking of maybe I should have made this a little bit bigger and then put this over here, right? What if I would have made this come out to that and then put my small one over here and then put one block over here. I'm just trying to think of what the bow tie would look like. So this is my come around, go around. This little pinky went all the way home. The moon lives outside the X and the O. Sometimes I get lost in my work and I don't remember where I am, but this is what 7 does. Now there's one more level of 7 where 7 times this numeric value equals to 21, 28, 21, 49, 49. This is 3 by 7. This is 4 by 7. DC again. It's always back to DC all the time. This is created by 1 and 2. I'm just trying to think where I'm going to go with this. Oh, yeah. So this one would become a 21. So it'd be 1 carry the 2. This one would be 28. So that'd be 30. That'd be 0 carry the 3. So this would be 2401. Wow. 2401. Isn't that interesting? Where did we just get that? 2401. Where did I just see that? 2401. Sorry for this 2401. 2401. Hold on a second. I'm going to find it. Just give me 2 seconds, kitty cat, please. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to find it. 2401. We just did this together. I must find it. Here. 2401, not in the same order. I was talking about the, where did I get this? Where did I get this 10 and 24? 6 times 4 equals 24. 6 plus 4 equals to 10. This is the day of J. Day of J. When I say of or the, of meaning 66, which is the divided roadway. Okay, we were interchanged and put on highway 80. We come into this world as 10, so we are 80 plus 10. That's the way it is. We are 60 plus 10. Through the gateway, they took 10. Into the birth, they took 10. I'm going to explain to you why. And don't forget, I'm not biased on this because it's nothing to do with me. This is what I see, and mathematically it works out, and I'm going to explain it. Sorry, not only mathematically, but language, French and English. That's where I'm from. They said God is something personal with everybody for every place that you live. So if I'm going to be listening to some of the unknown words of why certain things were said by God, and do I have to believe in God? No, I just don't have to believe in God, but I believe in God, that God wrote something. I mean, there are a lot of books about God. I don't know who he is. He must have died before I was born, you know. But apparently everybody prays to him, and they like to call him Jesus. And then in one of my equations already, I have many signs where Jesus shows up, because Jesus shows up at the gateway. And that 7th gate, if I just take this a little bit bigger, right? I just want to show you this thing is that when I was making this design, right, or re-showing you this design, if you really take a good look at the design, and I'm not sure if you've seen the design, but I'm going to put this camera down for a second. I need to get something. Okay, I want to show you the design, something that maybe you saw, maybe you missed. See, it ends with 4, right? It ends with 4. 1 and 2 equal to what 3 was. See, 3 and 1 get 2 things in common. And they both get number 2. 3 and I don't know what I just said, but I am a little hungry. Wow. I am a little hungry. Maybe I'm going to eat a prune. Imagine I ate some Brazilian nuts before I got home. It's like I'm choking. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm looking at something. Lost my place. Okay. So as we finish this whole design, and you know we ended up on we ended up on 4. Started at 1A, ended up on 4. Now you see the size problem I'm having right now. I went off the board. I finished further than A. So did I actually come back to A? Should I have divided this box up this way? I'm going to do that after. I'm going to question that. I always have to question myself. Doesn't mean because I'm doing something and it's just a story in a book. Maybe you can tell me, hey, your book's not good. Something's wrong. So what I'm going to show you is that when you go all the way back home on that boat, the boat that you take to go all the way back home, just going to color in the top of the boxes. Not going to color in the whole thing. You know what? My hands are sticky from the prunes I just ate. So, still here? Got the munchies? I wish I can have a bag of chips right now. Anyways, we're going to just finish this design here. So, I mean, you all know what it is already, right? That when we went all the way around and came back home, we created this. This is only one piece of more pieces that will come together. Flip it this way, flip it that way. But you do know that if we did want to take the center out of this design, we would go and take the center out of it right over here. Actually, you know what? Let me finish the red. Let me complete the complete red. Okay, so once we do the complete red, right, I'm not sure what color to go the other way. I really don't. So what do you think it looks like? Like number 4? So now number 4 looks like it, but this way it just looks like that fancy A we're all used to seeing. So 4A, 7, and all you wanted to do is go around the block and come home. And that's what happens to that situation. And where did I get 2401? Where was that? I wanted to explain to you what the 2401. Oh, yes. Yes, it's here. Let me get a calculator. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 equals 2401. So that is your reverse DC. So your reverse DC comes around when 2401 comes around. 2401. Did I say that right? Yes, because your creation is 64 Zion, Israel, O as the 15th letter, 0 equals to 64. And there's a few other ones, each one of them telling a story in their own, not for me to make up. This will create 34, 24, and 10. 24 and 10. And that 1024 is part of the, just one second. Let me just do something over here. No, not there. Let me see if the microphone works. Just give me a second. I'm thinking of the question. I'm thinking of the question. Oh, yes. Okay. 1024 for a computer part. We can also use it as time, right? Like 1024 is 624 minutes. No. No. Let me look something up again. 1024 megabytes. 1024 gigabytes. 1024 gigabytes. 4,096 gigabytes. How much is 4,096 gigabytes? Right here, you see? 4 gigabytes equals 4,096 megabytes. Okay, so this is, we have to change. So 4 gigabytes is converted to gigabytes, okay, from megabytes. Whoop, I spelt that wrong, right? Okay, instead of mega. Excuse me. So 4,096 equals that, which means 1,024 equals 1 GB. GB, BG, anybody with the initials GB? 2772 when a big red sun. Or is that big red sun? So that's that situation. That's what I always use for gigabytes. So, and I always get that from 512, and that's your Earth Mars. It's also 1.25 of the 364-day moons, equaling to the reason we have 365.25 of time, and 0.22 is lost. From 96 down to 90, down to 2 worlds of 60. I'm just trying to think if that's the way it is. They took off 90 from both worlds? No. They took off 30 and 36. I'm just trying to figure out the equation. Anyways, whatever it is, remember what happened? 1, 3, 6, 1. J, F, C, A. That's going to end it for the night. Now you see the importance of what, oh, I had one more equation to do, the 2401. Okay, now we have to plus 28. See, that's the cycle of the moon, because when I add 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 28. This one will equal to 1. This equals to 7. This equals to 5 slash 5 slash 3 slash 1. That's the, hold on a second. I'm not seeing myself here. Do you see? Nobody's saying anything, but 17 across. So this is why you get to 28. So when you get to 28, that fourth multiplier, and 4 and 7 is Jesus of time on the cross, you get to this number, which is 24, 29, which is, you can say a lot of things about it. You can go with 62. You can go with the house planet in between Venus. First of all, this is first and this is last. So they're both the same because they both end in ST and ST. Okay. And when it's first and last, the number is 1 and 21st or 91st. Depends how you want to look at this, because the first time you say first, it's over here. And the next time you say it, it's over here. And the last time you say it, it's over here. And there's only one that you never say, and that's one's over here, because that's who we are. We are 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2 of Venus, and we are that and recreating with that number. Raphael, I am hungry. I'm feeling much, much better. For those of you who have witnessed, I'm going to put it on and tell them the end result before anybody thinks that I didn't make it through an hour and 28 minutes. I want to thank you, Robin, and for the few that were here now and the few that might be here in the future. Help me, correct me, change it. Did I miss something? At the very beginning, how 1 and 2 becomes 1 and 5, and it's funny the way the 2 and the 5 look like each other. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Got it.